I don't like these movies.
Get real.
Dude, I saw that movie 20 goddamn times!
Just consume product. I watch my movies. Yeah, my movies are just
Having so much fun and
Oh, this movie's too complicated.
So once again, no smoking in this theater.
Do you ever listen to the music you're telling me not to play?
Hello, and welcome back to Idle Film Club, your brain rock girlfriend's favourite film podcast. I am Callum.
And I'm Gio.
And we are doing a little sequel today, a sequel episode.
Woohoo!
It's been about 20 odd episodes since we've done...
Yeah, it was episode 2 and this is episode 23.
Oh, wow, yeah. So we're doing our musician biopics follow-up as a lot of development has happened. But before we get into that, how are you?
I'm good, how are you?
I'm good. Off the back of 2 watches of A Complete Unknown, which we're going to talk about today. But yeah, generally, I'm in good spirits at the moment. Better than last week.
Yeah.
I'm sort of over David Lynch's death slightly. And
now you just have to give up smoking to honour his legacy.
that is fucking true, actually. So yeah, if anyone has any tips on how to stop smoking, I'm all ears. I'm going to download that Alan Carr book, not Alan Carr from the telly.
Oh.
Alan Carr's How to Quit Smoking or something.
Chatty man.
Not Chatty Man. But apparently that's really good. So if anyone has any tips that isn't gum or...
One of the 8 million things that you've tried.
Yeah, and the NHS app is not good, so I'm not doing that. Anyway.
A movie that has no smoking in it, A Complete
Oh,
Unknown.
God, yeah. Complete Unknown is rough if you're a smoker. Beware. You might want to take a vape or some snus.
How do you feel about Timmy smoking in the movie? Because as a smoker, sometimes it's pretty obvious when people don't smoke, right?
No, I imagine he smokes anyway.
No, but I'm just curious. Do you think he smokes?
Probably. I didn't pick up on anything better. But again, I'll get into how immersed in the role he got. So I would be surprised if he didn't at least pick up smoking. So yeah, we're going to discuss all things musician biopics today. Got some update on the Beatles biopics by Sam Mendes. You've got some news about upcoming ones. And also we're going to do a quick review, not a quick review.
Just a little
review of A Complete Unknown as Georgia saw it yesterday.
Yeah.
I saw it opening weekend, or maybe.
Sunday.
I saw it last week and then I saw it this week as well. So yeah, we've got a lot to cover, but it should be a pretty easy, chilled out, nonchalant episode of Idle Film Club this week. So sit back while we take you on a musician biopic part 2 journey.
So we have some sort of updates from the last time we did this episode. So probably just under a year ago, I think, would have been episode 2. And I believe our first episode was released like January time.
Yeah, so it must be around that time.
So we have got some updates since the last time we did it. So when we covered musician biopics on the podcast last time, we spoke about Back to Black, which was still in production.
That was not well received.
No.
I didn't watch it.
Granny Groomer did not really win people over. Sam Taylor Johnson.
Aaron Taylor Johnson's defending his 23-year age gap with his wife Sam once again. The 33-year-old actor met the 57-year-old director on the set of her 2009 film Nowhere Boy and recently told Rolling Stone UK that he grew up too quickly, saying, "What you gotta realize is that what most people were doing in their 20s, I was doing when I was 13.
And yeah, people didn't really like that. Obviously, this movie was in production when we last spoke as well.
Yes.
At the time, we had Michael Jackson, Grateful Dead, Billy Joel, Bee Gees, Boy George, Johnny Yoko, and Keith Moon. Those were sort of the ones that I reeled off.
Yeah.
Would you like to hear some of the upcoming ones that
Yeah,
are
sure,
in
because I
production?
haven't heard anything about any of those.
No, some of them are still sort of ongoing.
Yeah.
Apparently, this is just an easy way for studios to make money because it's things you know.
Oh, for sure. And A Complete Unknown is not going to help matters.
No, being nominated for an Oscar. I mean, fucking Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah, best editing. Oscar winner.
I'm pretty sure we climbed on that last time we spoke, but keep your eyes peeled. We're going to do an Oscars and Razzies episode.
Yes, for sure.
Although, fuck the Oscars. Who gives a fuck? Certainly not me.
Challengers snubs.
Yeah, I don't give a shit what any of those boring old crackers have to But to start off with a slightly odd one, apparently there is a horror film in production called Bjorn of the Dead, which is a horror movie about an ABBA tribute band.
Right.
And
That
it's
sounds
got
bad.
Dickinson from Iron Maiden to star.
Yeah, that sounds really, really bad.
Really bad, doesn't it? I saw that and was like, you can leave that one.
Yeah, is that straight to Tubi?
Yeah, that sounds complete
Yeah, I will not
garbage.
be watching that.
There's apparently an Anthony Kiedis movie coming out.
Oh, great.
What a hit.
Sandwiched in between the Jimmy Savile and Gary Glitter biopics, I assume.
Now, I'm getting the word nonce.
Bee Gees biopic, which obviously we mentioned last time, has Ridley Scott in talks with Paramount. Interestingly, do you know who was previously attached to direct?
I don't.
Kenneth Branagh
Ah.
from our Tenet.
Yes, yes.
Mr. Tenet, Mr. Russian Tenet.
Yes.
But that fell through for whatever reason. Bon Scott from AC/DC.
Hot biopic about AC/DC?
No, just about him.
Okay, I don't care.
It's Hell's Bells. AC/DC.
Oh, into a bit of that.
Can't it be about AC/DC, man?
Obviously, the Springsteen biopic, which is looking the most promising. I'm a massive Springsteen fan, and you like him as well.
I like Springsteen. I like the Bass.
The Bows. Jeremy Allen White.
Yes.
Which-
I'm sick of that guy. I'm sick of all these people. Yeah, we'll get into it later, but...
I mean, I think he kind of resembles him with curly hair.
Yeah, I maybe it'll be good. I don't know. Keep my hopes high.
Well, it's based on the book Deliver Me From Nowhere, the making of Bruce Springsteen's Nebraska. So it's basically all set in that 1980s.
Nice. That might be good because, again, you've got to take a certain...
You need a specific vision,
yeah,
I
you
think.
do. Which might help because...
How many albums has Bruce done?
Yeah, and I just don't want to see a biopic about the first time he plays a guitar. You know what I mean? Like the
Yeah,
Elvis
yeah.
biopic.
I mean, he's had a career spanning fucking decades.
Yeah.
I'm glad we're not getting de-aging, aging up. Like,
Yeah.
we can just stick to a time frame. I mean, it could be okay. Jeremy
be
Allen
good.
White's a
Yeah.
good actor.
He is a good actor. I'm
just-
memeing. I'm just bored
No,
of
yeah.
seeing him everywhere.
I get what you mean. There were apparently 2 different Buddy Holly movies.
Isn't there already a Buddy Holly biopic out? From the Buddy Holly story. Is that not already a biopic?
Don't know.
Right. Okay.
But apparently 2 different projects. One of them I think isn't going ahead, but another one is.
Okay.
There's a Cher biopic, which I think she is helming or
Producing.
something to do with it. But
That
apparently,
might be interesting. I don't know anything about Cher.
no, I don't either.
Yeah.
I love Cher. She's so ridiculous.
Yeah, that might be fun.
But she is
They get
like.
a baddie to play her, obviously,
Yeah.
because she is a fine woman.
I'm trying to think what's her name? Not Melissa Barrera.
Monica Barbara.
Monica Barbara.
She had a great ass!
Dusty Springfield. Dusty is apparently coming out in 2025. Keep your eyes peeled for that one.
Oh my god, it's just a glove, isn't it?
It is. It's so ridiculous. Directed by Jim Sheridan. Do you know him?
No.
He's won loads of Oscars, which is why I don't know him. But
Okay. Yeah, have you got any of his other works?
no, I looked at the list and I was like, I don't know a single
Okay.
one of those movies. There was apparently going to be a Joey Ramone biopic.
I wouldn't mind that.
Yeah, I Slept with Joey Ramone, which was supposed to be starring Pete Davidson,
Oh, fair.
which would have been awesome.
Yeah, no, that sounds actually quite interesting.
But there's legal issues as a lawsuit has been filed by the widow.
Okay.
Her name is Linda, and
Fuck you, Linda.
yeah, Linda has split ownership of the IP with some other guy, and doesn't consent to the film, so that won't
Okay.
be happening. And another film with legal issues, Michael.
Michael, what are you doing in my room?
Michael Jackson, yeah, I've read about this.
So this is meant to be coming out in October 2025.
Yeah, not happening. Not happening.
His nephew, Jafar Jackson,
Yeah.
is obviously playing Michael, which
I didn't know that either.
Which, to be fair, I think is probably the best thing that you could do.
Yeah.
Because who the fuck are you going to get to play Michael Jackson?
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, it's mad.
There's no one that could do it.
No.
I mean, we've got the Beatles biopics, which seem difficult and confusing enough, but Michael Jackson is just like...
Yeah, these... I imagine they want to do an Elvis type shit with Michael, where it's... The third act was supposed to be the 1992 Chandler court case.
Yeah.
And
Which
why
they're
did
now
it-
having to reshoot the entire third act.
Because they didn't realise that there was a non-disclosure agreement, is that right?
So
Or something
basically
like
the
that?
estate has banned them from dramatising anything to do with the Chandler case.
But I read that it was because in the settlement case, it was sort of...
Yeah, because it was
not
settled
allowed.
out of court.
Yeah, and a part of that agreement was to not dramatise it.
Interesting. I didn't realise that.
I think that's the case. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that is the case.
Yeah, probably.
And I read a tweet that was like, imagine the third act of your musician biopic having the bad guy be a sexually abused child.
Yeah.
Like, Jesus Christ, what are you fucking doing?
Yeah.
Yeah, just leave that alone. I don't care about Michael Jackson biopic at all.
No, I don't either.
I think it's sort of shameful in many, 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 many ways. Because the man was a PDF file.
The nation is still reeling from Thursday's bombshell announcement that Lisa Marie Presley has filed for divorce from Michael Jackson. According to friends, the two were never a good match. She's more of a stay-at-home type, and he's more of a homosexual pet.
Yeah, there's a lot of nuance to this conversation that's needed, I think.
Yes, and I
mean,
think
you're more of a Michael Jackson fan than I am. I was the one on...
I like his sexuality. No, I fucking grew up with Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I did not, whereas I was very much...
Thriller is like the best pop album of all time. And it's a very sad individual.
Yeah.
That I just wish we could not dig up this grave again.
Yeah, it's too complex, and it's
too complex.
You're not going to do it. You're not going to do it justice because you want to make a biopic, and if you make a biopic, a Hollywood biopic cannot,
especially if the Jackson estate are involved.
Yeah, exactly. There is no way.
It will be complete fiction.
Yeah.
Joe Jackson is a fucking monster.
Yeah.
And if they're going out of their way to defend the Jackson family at any point,
yeah,
especially the patriarchal side of Joe Jackson, then fuck it. I don't know. Maybe it is a tell-all that we find out, but I don't think it will because the Jackson estate are very, very precious about these things.
No, it definitely won't be. And again,
So I have zero interest in that. I hope the production
Shelve
runs
it.
out of money and that we don't. See
well,
that.
I mean, they're gonna reshooting their entire third act and rewriting.
It's going to be a disaster.
Yeah, it's going to be fucking awful.
And I wouldn't be surprised if it's so bad they shelve it.
Yeah,
but we'll see. They've probably pumped so much money into this.
Well, watch
Who
this
is it? Is it with
space.
Paramount?
I actually don't know.
I don't know, but I imagine they've pumped so much
must
money
be a
into
big-
this
Yeah.
because to acquire the rights. Unless it's being produced exclusively by the Jackson estate, I don't know. I should have looked into it, but who knows?
I think it's interesting with musician biopics because you sort of have to pick a lane, don't you, really?
Yes.
When it comes to, are you going by fact? Are you going by
Are
entertainment?
you going by urban legend?
Are you going by the persona?
Yeah.
Are you going by the person? Like, I do think musician biopics are interesting.
They can be. They can be very interesting.
Just as a genre,
Yeah,
really,
yeah.
because there's so many different types of biopics. There's so many different ways you can interpret it. Like, I always enjoy when they sort of think outside the box a little bit. Like, I enjoy a gender swap sometimes when
Yeah.
it's done well. I think that's kind of interesting. And
We must have brought this up last episode, I can't remember, but Love and Mercy, the Brian Wilson
Yes.
one, just fantastic.
Yeah.
And that sort of, I mean, Brian Wilson's a very interesting man, and the split of young Brian and old Brian being basically two different characters, I thought was very interesting.
yeah, super good.
Full disclosure, we haven't seen the Todd Haynes I'm Not There film,
No.
but I've heard that is obviously very good and very different in terms of a biopic structure.
What is the premise of that? They got different people to embody different
Eras
ideas.
of Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is a really cool and interesting.
Tilda Swinton's in it, Christian Bale's in it. So yeah, it's all different eras of Dylan.
Yeah, I think I'll check that out because I like Dylan. I'm interested in it. So I guess before we sort of get into Dylan, do you want to...
I've got Beatles updates.
Yeah, Beatles updates. Beatles.
Kill John Lennon! Kill John Lennon!
I'm guessing they haven't gone off your casting suggestions.
No, Les Dennis is nowhere to be seen.
What about Kim Cattrall?
Nowhere to be seen.
Paddy?
Nowhere. In fact, they haven't. Not a single
Who was your other
Scouser.
I remember Paddy, Kim Cattrall.
Les Dennis, and I can't even remember.
We'll cut in a clip here of Callum giving
the
his.
fourth one.
Yeah.
He's mostly known for comedy. This is Mr. R. John Lennon, Mike Myers.
Stop.
I don't know what you're thinking. He's a bit old. Just technology.
Digitally de-aging.
We did it with Mark Hamill. We can do it with Mike Myers. He's my John Lennon. That's locked in.
So nothing is set in stone by the sounds of it.
Okay.
But there are heavily rumoured to the point.
Almost confirmed?
Almost confirmed.
I thought they were officially confirmed.
No, the studio haven't confirmed it and Sam Mendes hasn't confirmed anything.
Oh, crazy.
So McCartney is heavily rumoured to be Paul Mescal. Yeah, this is, I think I said last time, why are we hiring, please don't hire trendy actors. Every single one of these fucking cunts
is trending.
Is a trendy TikTok actor, and I'm sick of it. Anyway, Ridley Scott hinted about it.
Right.
I think
What's Ridley Scott got to do with anything?
Gladiator 2. I think he wanted to produce a movie and keep Paul Mescal, because I think he liked working with Paul Mescal, and he was like, oh, but he's doing a Beatles thing now.
Oh, okay. I mean, no disrespect to Paul Mescal or anything, but
I don't care. I don't think he's very good.
Yeah.
He was really good in All of Us Strangers.
I think he is an indie. I think he's an indie film.
Yeah.
Bro, he's not a Hollywood actor.
So yeah, there's that.
Awful, by the way. Absolutely awful. I couldn't.
What casting?
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I don't.
Terrible.
Ringo is the most confirmed.
Oh, okay. By the way, if you can hear that, this storm.
Is that the storm that everyone's talking about?
The Irish. What's it called?
The Irish Storm. Speaking of Irish storms,
yeah, I know.
Ringo is Barry Keoghan.
Which is, again, just awful.
Really bad. But that is pretty much been confirmed by Ringo Starr himself.
That is so baffling to me.
He's somewhere playing the drums right now, learning how to play the drums. And Ringo said something like, I hope he doesn't get too polished and brings his own personal flair to it in terms of drumming. Because obviously Ringo is not that guy. Ringo is not a technically great drummer, but just fantastic.
He gets the job done.
Yeah, and he is a fantastic drummer, but he's not like fucking, a post-rock drummer or something. So that's pretty much, I think that's the most heavily confirmed.
Okay.
Because Ringo himself has said Barry's doing it.
I mean, I can't see it on paper.
Was he trying to do a Scouse accent in Saltburn? And it was just god-awful.
Look, I'm not really going anywhere, just taking these back to the library. Take my bike.
So bad.
I really am wondering if they're going to do the old school Beatles voices. Not like that, obviously. Something better than that. But
I thought that was pretty good.
The Beatles.
No. Immediately lost.
Yeah.
How about you, John? Do you speak American at all?
Here's one. Yes, hello, how are you? Is that American?
More Liverpool, I think.
More West Coast, I think.
John, I have seen Harris Dickinson. That is the main cast. Although
I don't hate that.
I don't hate it. Nothing is confirmed.
Yeah.
And I can't find even a source of anyone, but all the websites are reporting that it's Harris Dickinson.
That is crazy.
I think he said he'd love to do it, but hasn't properly confirmed it. I don't know where these sources are coming from, but every website is reporting that it's Harris Dickinson.
That is crazy. I don't mind that.
No, that's fine. Again, very trendy actor, but
he's not got much of. I mean, he's been in a few films.
It could be good.
Yeah, it could be good. It's the least offensive of the three so far.
George Harrison. I've seen two different actors reported with two different sources. Charlie Rowe seems to be the main one, who was in. I didn't know anything he was from. He's an English actor. He was in Neverland, which was like a sci-fi show about Peter Pan, and he played Peter Pan. I think he's the thing he's most famous for.
Okay.
I think he had a bit part in Rocket Man by the looks of it as well.
Oh, okay.
And the other one for George is Joseph Quinn, the guy from Stranger Things. That is being reported as well. I don't mind Joseph Quinn. He's a nice guy. Stranger Things is fucking garbage. But,
yeah, I have never seen Stranger Things, so I can't.
He was
remember.
seen. Oh, I've watched all the Stranger Things.
Very cringe.
I probably won't be watching this last season, but.
What do you mean you don't want to see?
What's his name?
Millie
Noah
Bobby
Sharp.
Brown.
Noah Schnapp.
Oh Christ, yeah, Millie Bobby Brown and Noah.
Yeah, no thanks.
Cancel that.
Apparently he was seen carrying a guitar on set of Stranger Things, and that is as as far as the source goes, even though his Stranger Things character infamously also plays guitar.
It's him, guys. Confirmed.
I
confirmed.
don't know. Again, who the fuck knows? So yeah, those are the four. I think Paul and Barry are locked by the sounds of it. Harris Dickinson, I don't know why, but seems locked. And then those George picks, I'm not sure. This could all be wrong, but Rolling Stone are reporting on this. I think I read a V Club article.
This will be super interesting.
An L article I read.
To look back on.
Yeah, if
and
this is
see
right.
whether or not they're right. Because last time there was no indication of who it was
No,
going to be.
there was
It
not
was
even
just
rumours.
sort of they're coming out.
Yeah, so 2027 release, so we've got a couple years. They're not in production at all now.
Yeah. Do they know which one's coming first?
No. It's just 4 different perspectives about the same story, apparently. So.
Right. Because it's Ringo. We mentioned this last time, but
Oh, yeah, it'll be...
they're going to have to sandwich Ringo in there somewhere.
I reckon they're gonna open... it will be Paul, Ringo, George, John. That's my lock. John will be last. They need to open on Paul. They need to get people on board with these movies.
Yeah.
So it will either be Paul or John that opens it. They're not fucking opening these movies with Ringo.
I'm warning you with peace and love, but I have too much to do. So no more fan mail. Thank you, and no objects to be signed. Nothing. Anyway, peace and love, peace and love.
That's what I think anyway.
I think
they're all coming out the same year.
Oh,
so
wow.
there'll be like one after another, I think.
To be fair, I think I remember that.
I think they're shooting them all at once. I don't know. Again, these are just rumours I've read.
What is he going to be doing? Like running from one
Yeah, I
set to
know.
another?
But they might all be shooting them at the same time because
that would be
it's
awesome.
the perspective of the same story.
That would be so cool if it's all the same sets and all
I
the
think it is. I think it will be. I think it's
Yeah.
just 4 different perspectives. That's the vibe I'm getting from what is being reported.
I know nothing about the Beatles. I know nothing about the history of the Beatles. I think
this is set post Beatles as well. Because before...
I thought it was...
I thought it was about their rise to fame.
So did
But now it's
I.
being reported that it's also including post Beatles fallout. So who knows? It could be good.
Crazy.
I'm obviously a Beatles stan.
Mm.
Like I said in the first one, not a very interesting band
Yeah.
in terms of their story and rise to fame. They're just a classic band that got bigger than Jesus. So we'll see. Could be good.
I'm
Could be bad.
intrigued.
I'm intrigued as well. Sam Mendes, I'm not the biggest fan of.
No,
but
I'm not either. It's just boring.
Who knows? Could be good.
I mean, for the Beatles, it's pretty apt having the most vanilla. He will get the job done.
He will get the job
and
done.
he will get it done good. Not interested.
So, last time we covered Walk Hard, the Dewey Cox story.
We did.
This time we're covering a contemporary one, which we mentioned earlier, Complete Unknown.
Yeah.
James Mangold's A Complete Unknown, based on Dylan Goes Electric, the book by Elijah Wold.
Okay.
Did you like it?
Yeah, I really liked it. Again, with musician biopics, I feel like I'm always going off on the back foot in the sense that I'm always prepared for a somewhat cynical, sanitized, palatable and epic version of a story.
Yes. I'm just a footnote before you go on. We need to watch that Oliver Stone Doors.
Yes.
Because you
Oh,
would
I've
love...
seen it.
Oh, you've seen it, right? Yeah. But that again is sort of... That's far out.
Unflinching. Yeah. No. Well, we were going to watch Walk the Line last night and we didn't get round to it.
No.
So just before we sort of get into things...
What did we watch last night?
Signs.
Yeah, you fell asleep.
I did.
I saw the
Speaking of Twinkie
sign.
Wakim.
I opened the right. I saw the sign.
I saw the sign.
I saw the sign, and it opened up my eyes. I saw the sign.
So just before we get into the movie, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an overview.
Sure.
So A Complete Unknown 2024 obviously came out in 2025 in the UK. James Mangold, do you know what other movies he has done?
He's done quite a few of these pop biopics, hasn't he? He did Walk the Line.
He did, which I thought was interesting.
He did Indiana Jones and
Because
the
it would
Dial
have
of
been
Destiny.
It would have been so fucking awesome. And I did see there was sort of mentions of it if Joaquin had come back to do Johnny Cash.
Yeah, I read that he wanted to do something different with Cash in this film, though. He wanted to show a different side of Cass, the drunkard.
By the way, he's so fucking good in
He's
this.
really good.
That guy's so fine. So yeah, sort of working in reverse chronology.
Yeah.
This isn't exclusively the films he's done, just the ones I thought were interesting. Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny, which we still have not watched. I don't think I'm ever going to watch.
Yeah.
I hate Phoebe Waller-Bridge, and I don't want to see an 80-year-old Harrison Ford running around being de-aged.
Part-time.
I have quite literally zero interest in watching a 2 hour and 20 minute. How long is it? Isn't it like 2 hours and 40 minutes or something stupid?
Really long.
If it was a tight 2 hours, I'd be like, fine, whatever, but I simply will not be wasting that much time on something that I'm going to loathe.
Part-time.
Ford versus Ferrari.
That's good. I like that.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought people didn't like it.
That's the one with
Adam Driver.
Le Mans.
Oh.
No, it was called...
I'm thinking of Ferrari.
What was that?
Wasn't that an Adam Driver joint? Ferrari? Am I making this up?
I think Ford vs. Ferrari had Bale in it.
Yeah, Ferrari. Came out in 2023 with Adam Driver. People did not like that.
No, Ford vs. Ferrari is pretty good though. It's a proper dad movie, but it's a lovely Sunday afternoon watch. I think it's got Christian Bale and someone else in it. But it was released over here as Le Mans 66, I think.
Ford versus Ferrari. Matt Damon. And Noah Jupe. Isn't he from Stranger Things?
Oh, maybe I was thinking of what? So Christian Bale not in it?
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
He's Ken Miles.
Yeah, no, that movie was pretty good.
Oh, there was also Rush. Do you remember that?
I do. I didn't like Rush, but my parents loved it. I remember watching that when it first came out, and I got it on Love Film.
Oh, fucking hell. There's
Who
so
remembers
many.
Love Film?
There's... We're showing our age here.
Yeah.
Kids these days never heard of Love Film. Logan.
I like Logan.
Night and Day.
I liked that as a kid.
I think I watched that maybe once as
That's
a kid.
Tom Cruise and Cameron Diaz, right?
That's the most 2000s.
Yeah, I quite liked that as a kid.
I think I might have seen it once. I think I had it on DVD,
I get that.
actually.
I think that was another Love Film joint I got.
Yeah. Walk the Line, obviously.
Yeah.
The Joaquin Johnny Cash biopic. Identity. And Girl Interrupted.
No shit.
Which I
we
didn't
watched
actually
that the other
realise
day.
we did. You'd never seen it
I'd
before.
never seen Girl Interrupted.
Did you like it?
Yeah, really, really good.
So
sad,
fucking good,
really
man.
sad.
The book is all... I'd really
very
recommend
edgy.
the book.
Yeah.
It's very dawn of mental health care.
Yeah.
Fucking great. I love that
Yeah,
movie.
really good.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows that he fucks you.
What they don't know is that you like it. You like it. Shut the fuck up! But hey, man, it's cool. It's okay.
He has an upcoming movie. Do you know what that is?
Oh, Madon, I did.
We has 3, but this is the only interesting
No.
one. Star Wars, Dawn of the Jedi. Which is set like
Who
a
cares?
stupid amount of years before
cares?
A New Hope.
A Phantom Menace. Who cares?
No,
Star Wars
I
is...
think it said A New Hope. I think it wasn't
Why would that be called Dawn of the Jedi?
because it's set so many years before that it's about the first.
Yeah, but that'd be set before Phantom Menace.
Yeah, I know, but they're not name dropping the Phantom Menace.
Well, they should do, because that's all about the start of the decline of the Jedi Order.
Let's have a look, shall we?
Who
Dawn
cares?
of
Does anyone still
the
watch Star
Jedi?
Wars?
No.
There's a new show out that I saw on Facebook when I was scrolling through Facebook.
The
other day.
Acolyte.
No, it wasn't even...
A story that is set 25,000 years before Star Wars: A New Hope. Suck my fucking dick.
Well, still, that's like 24,050 years before the Phantom Menace.
But I'm telling you, it doesn't. They're not name dropping the Phantom Menace. They want you to forget about it. Do you want to see the fake real poster?
Again, there's a new Star Wars show out.
What is it called?
Star Wars Skeleton Crew.
Oh yeah, I have heard of that.
It's got Jude Law in it, and I've not heard a single person talk about it.
I do not know anyone who's in. Oh, Nick Frost.
You don't know Jude Law?
Oh my god, it's him from Supernatural.
With who?
Oh no, he's not in Supernatural. He's in It's Always Sunny. He's Psycho Pete. Psycho.
So psycho. Oh, it's got Stephen Fry in it. Yeah, again, I've not heard anyone talk about this.
Anyway, back to Musician Biopic.
It came out last year. Anyway, fuck Star Wars. I don't want to see anything about Star Wars anymore.
So Searchlight distributed A Complete Unknown, 15 rating. Again,
is it 15?
It could have been a 12A.
I thought it was 12A.
I know there's swearing in it, but
didn't you?
2 hours, 20 minutes, sort of looking at a budget between 50 and 70 million. I believe as of when I looked up earlier, it was like 65 million or something. 7.7 on IMDb. Letterboxd 3.6, 80% Rotten Tomatoes, and a 71 Metascore.
It is.
It's pretty good.
It is pretty good. I really enjoyed it.
It's really enjoyable.
It's not the best film ever. It doesn't set the world alight, and it is very safe. I'll say that. It's incredibly safe.
Well, you know more about the history of Dylan and...
I don't know a lot, but...
No, but I mean, I went into this knowing nothing about the story, whereas you were like, no, that's not true, or that's like, I don't know anything. I didn't even know that Dylan goes electric. Like, it's just not really something that I ever knew anything about.
Yeah. So let me do a plot recap, then we can get into it.
Go.
We're not spoiling it. I haven't got any spoilers.
This is just history.
It's history. But if you'd rather, obviously, go see it with fresh ears and eyes, then switch off now, I guess. Or mute it. Keep it. Let's get the views.
This is the second time you've desperately shilled views.
I need views. I'm a view whore. Set between 1961 and 1965, the film follows Dylan's rise to the top of the folk scene under the wing of Pete Seeger, played by Ed Norton, who's fantastic.
He's great.
And do you know who was supposed to play Pete Seeger, but dropped out due to scheduling conflicts?
I feel like I know this.
Benedict Cumberbatch.
Fucking
who I
hell.
do not like.
Thank God.
So yeah, Pete Seeger played fantastically by Ed Norton.
The Grinch.
Along the way, we meet Sylvie, played by Elle Fanning.
Oh, she's great as well.
Who is based on the real life person Susie Cabolo.
They changed.
Yeah, they changed her name at the request of Bob Dylan.
Oh, that's nice.
Because I think they were very close, and it was Dylan's girlfriend.
That's interesting though, because she is on the cover of. Is it Freewheeling?
Freewheeling Bob Dylan, I think. Yeah, cute.
Nice.
We meet Joan Baez, played by Monica Barbaro.
Oof, she's so fucking.
She's really hot. Who Dylan has a turbulent relationship with, very well documented turbulent relationship. And manager Albert Grossman. We see Dylan struggle with fame, creative freedom, and relationships, climaxing with the 1965 Newport Folk Festival with the infamous Dylan Goes Electric performance. Yeah.
So is the book entirely based on the history of that performance?
Yes.
Which
I'm pretty
is the
sure.
movie.
Yeah. It's about his relationship with Pete Seeger. Interesting stuff.
200 people in that room, and each one wants me to be somebody else. And they should just let me be.
Let you be what?
Whatever it is they don't want me to be.
A lot of creative license, poetic license used.
Yeah.
I don't mind it. I don't care.
I don't care. I think,
portrays Pete Seeger pretty badly, I'll say that.
as in, it's not a faithful.
Well, just Pete Seeger.
Or you think he comes off bad?
Yeah, I think he comes off bad. Pete Seeger didn't run around Newport Folk Festival
Wanting
to chop down the mic. He wrote a postcard to Bob Dylan after the fact and was like, the sound was so distorted that no one could even make out the words to Maggie's Farm. And I was trying to sort that out.
Okay.
And he said he didn't really care that he went electric. Like,
Yeah.
Electric guitars have been played at Newport before. It was a big deal because it was obviously Bob Dylan. But Pete Seeger, Bob Dylan and Pete Seeger remained friends.
Yeah, I was very surprised in terms of watching this just as a story.
Yeah.
I was a bit like, where's this coming from?
What do you mean?
Him suddenly being like anti-Dylan. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it is because, like he said, there's the parable he uses of the seesaw and the sand and the spoons. And I think that was it. Pete and Toshi and Joan Baez, to a certain extent, worked so hard on reclaiming folk and preserving folk and the legacy of people like Woody Guthrie and Lead Belly and people like that. That, yeah, it could have been seen as a spit in the face of the scene to start. Obviously, being inspired by the British invasion. Kinks, Beatles, Stones, those electric rock bands. But I don't think it's necessarily the case. But yeah, no, interesting nonetheless. I thought it was really good, and I love the music in it, man. Timothée Chalamet, I think I was on record last episode of saying that I wasn't a fan of the casting.
Yeah.
And Elle, on my part, I've been proven wrong because he is fantastic.
I feel like
by far and away the best thing about the movie.
Yeah.
And he's amazing.
Really, you can tell, I mentioned it in my Letterboxd review, but you can tell that, we watched the Nardwuar interview as well. You can tell that he did his fucking homework.
What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? Whoa.
Hey, welcome. Hey, welcome.
going on?
Welcome, Timothy, to Record Surplus.
Yes, so this was announced in 2020.
Right.
Chalamet was on board, I think, from the start. And during COVID, it looked like it sort of wasn't going to happen. But in those years, I think it's reported that Timothy Chalamet learnt guitar and harmonica.
I was
did his research on Dylan. So for like 5 years, he was basically shaping himself to be Dylan.
Which is crazy. I was so shocked. I thought when the movie first started, I think it was just the way that the lighting was framed. I was like, oh, they've superimposed his head onto someone else playing the guitar, because I was like, surely there's no way that he could be playing that, right?
And all of them were recorded. They performed them live. I don't even know if it was like them recorded in the studio and overdubbed, or if those are the live performances. I know they didn't have earpieces or anything like that. They were just playing.
That is so crazy.
And it does, I think, really help the film have that sort of organic electricity, no pun intended, of that scene. It was filmed between start of 2023 and June of 2024.
Wow, quick turnaround.
Not really.
No, I mean in terms of getting it out.
Getting it post-production. Yeah, I think it was a SAG-AFTRA strike victim. Not victim in a bad way, don't get me wrong. Chalamet was referred to as Bob constantly on set. He stayed in character the entire time, did not speak to his friends or family, was on the call sheet as Bob Dylan. Like, no one called him Timothy. He stayed in character the entire time. It's a bit gimpy, but pays off.
Do you feel the same way about Austin Butler? Your boyfriend, Austin Butler?
My boyfriend, Austin Butler, can do no wrong.
Well, okay, so...
He used the same vocal coach.
Oh, really?
Yes, Timothy did.
I will say, when it first started, I was a bit like, oh, he's doing his best Bob Dylan impression. But I think as the movie goes on, you sort of get immersed in the performance.
I put myself in another place.
I really love the switch to 1965 where he walks out of that bar and he's got the iconic hat and the sunglasses and you're like, fuck yes, Bob Dylan, baby.
It is really good. Before we saw it, I was like, am I going to be bored? And you were like, no, I don't think so.
There's a few too many songs. It's a very long movie.
It's too long.
Yeah.
A tight 2 hours would have sufficed, I think. 20 minutes, you could have just sort of reduced it slightly, tightened up a few bits. He does a great job of embodying the diva nature of Bob Dylan.
Yeah,
he's very funny, but in a mean...
He's a narcissist.
Yeah, but he is
not a nice person.
Generational he's an artist.
Yeah. I love that line where he's like, oh, it got built there in 6 days. And then she's like, do you think you're God, Bob? And he's like, I told you already. Yes.
It is so funny.
Yeah. Again, there
He's
are some
having
great...
fun with it.
Yeah.
And in a way that it doesn't feel like it's not punching down.
No, not at all. It's very forgiving to Dylan, if anything. Yeah, fantastic. I can't recommend it enough, really.
That funny fucking voice he does, and some of the line deliveries, the comic timing is...
Just him rambling.
Yeah,
so
and
funny.
the scene in particular that really stood out to me is when one of the many collaborative performances between him and Joan Baez, and he's like...
where they're trying to make him play Blow in the Wind.
Yeah, and he's like...
as far as I know,
did they come here with the set list?
As far as I know, we didn't publish the set list beforehand.
And he's going on about my guitar's broken.
Yeah. I see the bus here. I caught fire on the way. Yeah, I don't have my guitar on me right now.
I sort of wish they just made it like an out-and-out comedy.
Yeah.
Because, notoriously, he is a fucking diva.
Yes.
Who threw that glass in the street?
Yeah, this is...
Who did it? Now, you better tell me, man. If somebody don't tell me who did it, you're all gonna get the fuck out of here and never come back.
Have you watched any of the SNL from last night?
I have.
I haven't seen anything
I haven't
yet.
seen all of it because it's obviously really long, but I like it. He mentions being snubbed for an Oscar about 10 different times.
So he didn't get an Oscar nom for Dylan?
No, he did.
Oh,
I just mean in the past.
Oh, right, yeah.
And he was like, I'm going to spend the night alone with my June 2 popcorn bucket.
Yeah, good for... I really like Timothy.
You're
I've been
back
converted.
in. You have.
That Nardwuar interview helped a lot.
Yeah.
Him showing up on the Lime bike is very funny.
Very funny.
And getting a £70 fine.
Did he really?
Yeah, 'cause he didn't park it. He parked it on the red carpet and got a fine.
That is so funny.
He is just a little shitposter at the moment.
He's in his-
dig it. I get it's maybe a bit inauthentic, but
I don't think it's
he's
inauthentic.
funny, man.
He's-
He's cracking me up at the moment.
He used to run a fucking Nicki Minaj stan account. This is not inauthentic. This is the real Timothée Chalamet. People think because he has a French name that he's
Yeah.
like some like intellectual. It's like
Did you see
bro
what-
just dates hot women.
And he was on
and
Theo
runs around.
Von, which
Yeah,
is just
but like
crazy.
that picture from fucking years ago of like him, Kid Cudi, Pete Davidson,
Yeah.
Kanye. Like this is just some kid from New York who just
Yeah.
happens to be a good actor. Like he's a theatre kid.
He is a major thick.
But that's why I think, I think the casting works really well in this. And I
Mhm.
think he's compelling Dylan.
Yeah.
And all right, sometimes it does feel a little bit like he's doing his best Bob Dylan impression.
Yeah, that is a thing, but I mean, it's
That
a
is
Dylan,
what he's
it's a Dylan
doing.
biopic. What you meant to do?
Yeah, he's not, funnily enough,
and
Bob
it's
Dylan.
not, and it's also not. It's a simple movie.
Yeah.
I don't think it's trying to be
No.
anything other than a pop biopic.
No, for sure.
And we do complain about them, but they're fucking entertaining at times.
I
They
will
can
say
be.
the only reason I've seen this one is because I like Bob Dylan's music and
Yes.
I'm a fan of Timothée Chalamet and I like Elle Fanning. I'm not seeking out.
No, and again, there's so many songs that if I didn't like Dylan,
I'd be bored.
Kids, there's two people in front of us. They walked out after 20 minutes.
Was it even 20 minutes?
I don't know. Also, did you pay for a ticket? If so,
Yeah.
what, stick around a bit. Come on.
The cinema was full.
Yeah, I will say the first time I saw it, the cinema was so receptive.
To how funny it was.
Yes,
Yeah.
and they were laughing, and they got all the jokes. The second time around, I think there was quite a few old people in there.
I do
Like,
not.
the cinema was in hysterics at the Johnny Cash scene when he was like crashing his car.
Yeah, I don't like going to cinema in the afternoon
No.
at peak times on a Saturday. It just like the people next to me were just talking, and I was
Yeah,
like,
they
I
were-
don't
They were just
mind.
like eating popcorn so fucking loud as well.
I don't mind talking necessarily in the right. I don't know, but they were talking loudly, and I was like,
Yeah.
"Can you be quiet?" Like, luckily they did shut up, but
I noticed that at the start.
yeah, and I just sort of looked at you, and I was like,
"Ugh."
"Ugh." But the
Yeah, no one really found it funny.
no, they didn't. And we were like
Like,
laughing a
that
lot.
Johnny Cash scene is fucking hilarious.
I can't. What's his name? Boyd. I can't remember.
Yeah.
He is fucking hilarious
Yeah.
as Johnny Cash. He is really endearing, and like their weird friendship is.
Yeah.
Did you know?
No,
about
I didn't
that?
know about the pen pal relationship.
I had no idea, and it's very endearing. But it's just when he is so funny, man. He really makes the movie for me.
Pete asked me to stay for the finale today, I couldn't sleep. Just took a drive. Saw the ocean.
Okay.
And all the scenes, all the little funny Bob Dylan bits, people were cracking up in the cinema, but not the second time around.
That's a shame.
It is a shame.
Because I did find it
Yeah,
really
yeah.
funny. But Elle Fanning, I think, gives a fucking
Hell of a
great
performance. It's her first movie in 4 years.
Is it really?
Yeah.
What, since the Neon Demon?
No, since the Neon Demon.
That was 2016 anyway. Good for her. But she is sort of the heart of the movie, really. And
Yes.
the second time you see her and she just like is desperately like holding back tears and you're like,
Mhm.
oh girl, like
Yeah.
he's done it once again.
Yeah.
You've been pulled back in by the charisma and the charm and
Because they're playing It Ain't Me, Babe, aren't they?
Mm.
And it's just like, yep.
you listening.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I mean, what's her name? Monica Barreau?
Oh my God, I said it 5
I
times.
don't-
Barbaro.
Barbara.
I might be getting it wrong.
Well, no, I've only just learned that fucking Melissa Barbera is not called that. It's Barrera, right?
I don't know.
I'm thinking of Barbos.
Yeah, Captain
But
Barbosa.
no, her voice
You best start believing in ghost stories, Miss Turner.
Her
You're in
voice
one.
is sublime.
Yeah,
like I
she's
got
great.
goosebumps when she started singing. I was like, Christ, I don't know Joan Baez at all, so I don't know if she sounds like her. But
I don't know John Baez very well. My mum is a Baez stan. I know that.
I would imagine a lot of people of her generation are.
My mum tries very hard to sing like Joan Baez. Also, Monica Bavaro was in Top Gun Maverick.
Was she?
Which is where I know her from.
Oh, okay.
Which is a banger of a
I'm
movie.
excited to see her in whatever she's in next.
Hopefully,
When
it's
she's wearing
in
those,
my
like-
bed.
She's wearing those little like jean shorts.
Yeah. So yeah, that's a complete unknown. Go see it. Go check it out.
Yeah.
You probably will do because it's going to be big. It's going to be massive.
I think
the cinemas are packed.
Oscar nom is well deserved.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, we will do a full Oscar
would love-
review. We need to go see The Brutalist.
No, we don't. I would love to
Are you going
see...
to watch The Brutalist?
No. I
Okay,
would
so I'll
love
cover
to
that in the
see him
Oscar.
win over fucking Adrian Brody.
Oh, well, you haven't seen Adrian Brody's performance yet. Apparently it's amazing.
Oh, I don't care. That man has got enough accolades.
He's only got one Oscar.
Yeah, well, he's only like one of the
And he
most
only-
celebrated actors that's ever worked.
I'm really excited to see The Brutalist. I'm going to go see it on 70mm.
Go for it, as long as I'm not involved.
I might do it next weekend.
Will it have a 15-minute interval?
Yes.
Boring.
Uh,
AI movie.
it is an
You
AI
support
movie.
AI,
Yeah, I
do you? You
do.
love AI.
I do.
You want to fuck
I love
ChatGPT.
AI. Let's not go there. Anyway, go see A Complete Unknown.
They just want me singing Blowing in the Wind for the rest of my goddamn life.
Would you like a quiz?
Okay, I'm in the mood for a quiz.
Let's quiz it up.
We haven't done one in a hot minute.
No, we haven't. I was going to do one for Baby Girl, but I forgot.
But yeah, let's do a quiz. What's the quiz on?
I haven't thought of a quiz yet. You put me on the spot. I was going to go eat some lunch and write a quiz and then come back and record the quiz.
Our food shop is here.
So yeah, let's go put the food away and then I'll come back and do a quiz.
Okay. So what quiz do you have for us? Welcome back, Chris Tarrant. It's been a hot minute.
Doodle-doodle-doodle-doo.
The storm is getting worse.
Yeah, so I've got a quiz. I've got 6 musicians who have acted in movies.
Ooh.
So what I'm going to do, this is going to be a point system. Let me get my pen. Oh, we put the pens away. I'll just remember it in my head. So I'm going to give you 1 movie at a time.
Mm-hmm.
There's 3 movies for each musician actor.
Oh my God.
And you have to guess. You get 3 points after 1, 2 after 2, 1 after 3.
Mm-hmm.
And they do go sort of in hardest to easiest.
Okay.
So, you ready?
Yeah.
You'll pick up as we go along.
Yeah.
You look quite confused.
I'm a little bit confused.
So-
I can't lie to you.
I'm going to give you 3 films
I feel like I'm going to be really bad
that
at
have
this.
starred this actor who is also a musician.
Got you.
Okay, so first one. Question 1.
Mm-hmm.
Merry Christmas, Mr. Lawrence, 1983.
Pass.
No guesses.
David Bowie.
Correct.
Labyrinth.
Yes, and Twin Peaks Fire Walk with Me was the second one.
Ah.
So yeah, well done, good guess.
Thanks. That was the only one that I could think of.
Yes.
As soon as you said that, I was like, David Bowie.
Well, 3 points there.
Yay.
Let's mark. So there's a possible
That was the only guess that I had
18
off the top of my head.
points up for grabs.
Mm.
Okay, question 2. Girls, 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 1962.
Debbie Harry. Okay.
For 2 points.
Yeah.
Paradise. Debbie Harry.
I don't know.
1962.
Oh. Yeah, no, I wasn't paying attention.
Question 2. Paradise Hawaiian Style, 1966.
I just heard girls, and the first person that came into my head was Debbie Harry. I didn't really pay attention to the year. 60s.
Paradise Hawaiian Style.
Elvis.
Correct.
Yay! I should have
Could
really...
you guess the last one? Jailhouse Rock.
Oh, no, I wouldn't have got that.
Question 3. Soul 2020. The Pixar drawing.
Who's the blind guy? With the piano.
Stevie Wonder.
Yeah.
Not Stevie Wonder. Was
Billy
that your
Joel.
guess? For 2 points, Collateral 2004.
Billy Joel.
For 1 point, Django Unchained 2012.
Isn't Billy Joel already dead?
Nope.
Oh.
He is alive and kicking.
Django Unchained.
Yes, sir.
Do you mean like acted in the movie?
Yeah.
You're looking at me as if I should know this.
Main character.
Jamie Foxx.
Yes, Jamie Foxx. She says she wants some Marvin Gaye.
Cancel.
Okay, so 1 point there. How come you didn't twig Jamie Foxx as soon as I said Django?
Because I sort of forgot that Jamie Foxx was a singer.
Oh, okay.
Just because the only thing I know him from is that
Movies.
song.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see him as an actor rather than a...
Okay, question 4. Inside Llewyn Davis, 2013.
Oh. I was going to say Oscar Isaac.
No, sir. Do you know anyone else that's in that movie?
Do you like this person?
Yeah.
You like the movie?
I like the movie.
No.
Trolls, 2016.
Justin Timberlake.
Yes.
He's in Inside Llewyn Davis.
Yep.
Who is he? Is he a main character?
Yeah, pretty main character.
The Social Network.
I went in time.
Is he in the Social Network?
He is in the Social Network, yeah. Okay. Question 5. The Martian, 2015. Not Matt Damon.
The Martian.
No.
No idea.
The Lion King, 2019.
Beyonce?
No.
I'm trying to think of anyone else that's in that movie.
Well, that's your guess.
Yeah, no.
Solo, a Star Wars story.
Oh, Donald Glover.
Yes, sir. Childish
Lovely.
Gambino himself.
So, what were the other movies? The Lion King and
The Martian.
The Martian.
Okay, last question.
Yeah.
Heat, 1995.
Beat the Heat.
Beat the Heat. Heat too.
Is what's his face? Val Kilmer. Does that count because he was in the Doors biopic?
That does not count.
Jim Morrison.
Question 2. Lost at Highway, 1997.
I wish we'd watched this. I would have known the answer.
Oh yeah, you haven't seen Lost Highway. Yeah.
No.
No guesses.
We were going to watch it on Friday.
I don't think you're going to get that.
No.
And for 1 point, Wrong Turn 2, Dead End, 2007.
Oh. Is it the presenter?
Yes.
Oh, I don't know who that is.
Do you know what band he's in? I'll give you the point if you can get the band.
No, I have no idea.
Oh, that's Henry Rollins from Black Flag.
Black
Flag. Be careful there.
Cancel.
So 0 there. Well done, you did pretty well.
I did alright.
3, 2, that's 5, 6, 8, 9 out of a possible 18.
Half. Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all.
Henry Rollins. I'm trying to think what else he's in.
Henry Rollins is in other stuff.
Also, we will definitely cover the Wrong Turn movies on the podcast at some point.
Oh yeah, definitely.
Because they are just the most ridiculous things you'll ever see in your life. I think my personal favourite is either Wrong Turn 5 or Wrong Turn 6 with Roxanne Pallett from Corrie or whatever she was in.
Yeah, what is the one with the snow?
That is 5 or 6, I think.
Oh, he's in Johnny Mnemonic.
5.
He's in Lost. He's in Jack Frost.
Ooh.
He's in Jackass the movie. He's in Bad Boys 2.
Bad Boys for life. Well, thank you so much for your quiz.
That's okay. We hope you have enjoyed this week's episode.
Fuck yeah.
But thank you for tuning in.
And we've got a really interesting episode. 25.
Oh, stay tuned for 25. It's a big one.
It's a big one. We'll give you some hints.
Yeah.
It's got Philip Seymour Hoffman, Julianne Moore, John C. Reilly,
Tom Cruise.
It's
got loads of other people in it as well.
about 100 other famous people that you know.
The guy from Shameless, William H.
William H.
Macy.
Macy. Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one.
So stay tuned, everyone. Thank you for listening. This has been Idle Film Club. I'm Callum.
And I am Gia.
And we'll see you on the other side.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Ta-ra.
I don't like these movies.
Get real.
Dude, I saw that movie 20 goddamn times!
Just consume product. I watch my movies. Yeah, my movies are just fun.
so much fun and
Oh, this movie's too complicated.
So once again, no smoking in this theater.